Hey all you mighty fine people out there, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. In this video we are checking out the Ditto 2 looper by TC Electronic. You heard it on the guitars in that noodling part in the beginning of the video. Now the Ditto 2 is of course the next version of the original Ditto looper pedal by TC Electronic, and it has a lot of the same features, and then it does also have a few new tricks up its sleeve. So let's check out the layout of the pedal. It is very simple. You have a foot switch, which of course enables you to create the loops. This is however a very new type of switch. I have never encountered this kind of switch before. It has a very special feel to it. It is very hard to explain on a video, but it is very snappy is the word that comes to mind when I press it with my finger, but also when it's on the floor and I'm using my foot to record the loops. It has a very pleasant feel to it, and you have no doubts whether or not you have pressed the pedal or not. Next up there is a loop level which controls the volume of the recorded loops, and finally you have an indicator with different colors that indicates whether it is in playback mode or recording or overdubbing or clearing or all kinds of things. We will get back to this in just a second. On the side of the pedal we do of course have the ins and outs, and this is a mono pedal. It does not work in stereo. We also have this little panel here which houses the power connection, a USB-C connection for updating the firmware, and then a little toggle switch that allows you to switch between a user mode and a Ditto mode, and we will get back to that in just a second too. It also allows you to Bluetooth connect your tablet or phone to the pedal by holding the little switch up. Then it goes into pairing mode, releasing the switch, and it will fly down or flick down in the user position, and then you can toggle it up and down for the Ditto or user. Before I hook up the pedal to my Helix and give you examples of how to use the pedal, I just want to run you through the TC Electronic app that is used to control some of the deeper functions inside the pedal. So on my phone here I'm going to launch the TC Electronics app, and as you can tell from my phone screen, the pedal is connected. I did that already, but what I did was press the Add TC Device, put the pedal in pairing mode by holding up the little switch. So going into the Ditto 2 looper here, and as you can see right now I am on the user profile, and that is applying to when the foot switch, toggle switch on the side of the pedal is in user mode. Now I can choose between two user modes. I have single tap looping, and as you can tell from the graphics on the phone here, you can, this is a very simple looper. You can record something, you can then tap to play back, and then you can tap to clear, and that's it. You cannot overdub or do anything fancy in this mode. It is a very simple looper. However, you can switch it into Ditto looping, and that's where the more fun stuff begins, I think. Here you have the ability to overdub yourself. I don't know how many times, but it is a lot. I do believe this is a 10-second looper, so you can create some really long loops. As I said, I'm not exactly sure how many overdubs you can do, but I have done a lot and I didn't run out of memory in the pedal yet. As you can see here on the phone screen, it is displayed that you can record something and then you can tap to play it, and then you can tap to overdub and tap to play and keep on doing that. You also have a cool manual down here that explains how to stop the loop, how to clear the loop while it is stopped, to undo clear loop, how to clear loop while playing, and how to undo, redo and overdub. Now, once again, I will show you these functions in just a second. I just wanted to show you the app as well. Finally, you have one of the really cool new things inside the looper, and that is loop snap. And this is helping you if your timing isn't just right. Now, it's not quantizing the parts that you are recording or anything. However, if you create a loop and you are just a little too late in pressing the foot switch at the wrong time, it will kind of sort of fix the ending of the loop to match the beginning of the loop, and thereby removing that little mistake that you made. It is pretty hard to demonstrate this in the videos. It's kind of a feeling thing when you're playing with the looper, but there is absolutely no doubt that it makes a difference if it's on or off in the timing of the loops. You can switch this function on or off by tapping on the loop snap button on the phone here. Finally, we have a setup menu where you can update the firmware without connecting it to a computer, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, mine is on the latest firmware. You can restore to default. You can create a Bluetooth pin code so that other users don't accidentally connect to your pedal. And finally, you can switch between a true bypass or a buffered bypass. Now, I don't know if this is coming through on the video, but I cannot put it in true bypass at the moment because loop snap function is turned on. That limits the pedal to be in buffered bypass only. Finally, there is this library button at the corner down here. However, the small Ditto 2 looper here does not work with the library function, so you cannot store your loops and sort of like beam them into the pedal. I believe you can do that in the some of the older, bigger models of the looper, but not on this one. Alright, so I hooked up the Ditto 2 looper to my Helix. I have put it into an FX loop at the very end of the chain, and the full signal is then going through the Ditto 2 looper. Now, right now, the little switch on the side of the pedal is in user mode, and I have put it into single tap mode, which again means that I can tap it to record, tap it and then it will play back, and if I tap it again, it will clear the loop and everything will be gone. And it works something like this. So, as you can tell, I can record a loop, it will play the loop back, and I can do whatever I want on top of that loop. When I press the foot switch again, it will clear the loop and be ready to record a new one. So it is a very simple looper. Let's put it into the Ditto mode. Alright, the pedal is now in Ditto mode. I'm going to create a little riff, and then I'm going to overdub it with some other things. Alright, let's overdub. Alright, and you may notice that whenever the pedal is playing back the loop, it is actually lowering the volume just a tad so that you can more clearly hear the part that you are trying to play above it. Alright, let's put one more part on top of that. I wasn't quite happy with that because I actually missed the one beat, so I can delete it by tapping the foot switch and holding it down. You see the purple indicator flashing, and it will remove the last overdub that you did. So Let's try that one more time. Look for the flash on the pedal. There we go, that is 1, or the start of the loop. All right, here we go. There you have it. 3 different parts recorded on top of each other inside the pedal. And now you can just, well, you could record more parts, or you can just play some lead like this. Tap the pedal twice. The loop will pause. Tap it again. It will start playing from beat 1, or the start of the loop. Pause. Play. Now if I want to clear the loop, I can stop it. And then I can hold down the pedal. The indicator turns white and the loop has been cleared and is ready to create a new one. Now, if you accidentally do this and you have recorded the song of a lifetime, you can actually fix it just by holding down the pedal again. You can see it will flash and turn into this yellow indicator, which is pulsating, and then the loop has actually been restored. Like that. Alright, thank you very much for watching my demo on the Ditto 2 looper by TC Electronic. Now, I'm not exactly a looping kind of guy, but I do think that this is a very useful tool. It can both be very creative. You can really come up with some cool things when you keep overdubbing yourself. And also, if you are rehearsing something like scales or modes or something and you need a backing track for yourself, this is a priceless tool to have. Alright, thank you very much. Please hit the like and the subscribe button, and I will be back pretty soon with a new gear demo. Until that, stay cool, 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 stay cool.